Scene script. Have you ever wondered if whales have their own language? If they tell tales of oceanic adventures in ways we can't understand? Imagine the vast expanse of the ocean, a world teeming with life and mystery. Among its inhabitants, there's one species that captures our fascination like no other, the giants of the sea, the whales. These creatures are not just known for their size, but also for the unique sounds they make. Some call it a song, others call it a call, but could it be that these sounds are more than just random noise? Could it be a sophisticated form of communication, a language? Whales, like us humans, are social creatures. They live in groups known as pods, and these pods are known to communicate with each other. They use a variety of sounds, clicks, whistles, and even songs that can travel vast distances underwater. Some researchers believe that these sounds are a form of complex communication, a language unique to whales. And just as we have different languages and dialects across the globe, so do whales. Different species of whales make different sounds. The haunting songs of the humpback whale, the high-pitched clicks of the killer whale, the eerie calls of the blue whale. Each one is as distinct as the species itself. But is it a language? Well, language is a complex system of communication, and to call these sounds a language, we would need to understand their meaning. We would need to know if different sounds convey different messages, if there are rules that govern how these sounds are used, if whales can express abstract ideas and emotions through their sounds. So we know that whales do communicate using a variety of sounds that are unique to each species. We know that they use these sounds to interact with each other, to navigate their world, to find food and mates. But is it a language? That's a question that scientists are still trying to answer. So we know that whales do communicate, but is it a language? Let's delve deeper. Imagine standing on the edge of a vast ocean, the waves crashing against your feet, and somewhere in the distance, a whale is singing. That's right, singing. Whales don't just make random noises, they produce a variety of sounds, from clicks to pulses that have rhythm and pattern, much like a song. These are not just casual vocalizations. They are a form of intricate communication that has intrigued scientists for decades. The science behind these whale songs is as fascinating as the songs themselves. Researchers have been recording and analyzing these sounds using hydrophones, underwater microphones, to capture the whales' songs from deep within the oceans. What they have found is a complex system of communication, with patterns and rhythms that seem to go beyond mere instinctual utterances. Studies have shown that these whale songs are not random. They seem to follow a structure, with repeating patterns and themes. Some researchers have even argued that these patterns could represent a form of syntax, similar to the structure we find in human languages. Could it be that whales have their own language? It's a tantalizing possibility. Theories abound about what these songs could mean. Some suggest they are a form of social interaction, a way for whales to bond and maintain social cohesion. Others propose they could be a form of navigation, helping whales find their way through the vast oceans. And still others believe they could be a form of mating call, a serenade to potential partners. But as much as we have learned, there is still so much we don't know. The ocean is a vast, mysterious place, and the whales that call it home are equally enigmatic. Their songs echo through the water, a symphony of sound that we are only just beginning to understand. The ocean's depths hold many secrets, and the whale song is one of its most enchanting mysteries. Just like humans have different languages and dialects, could whales have the same? If you've ever pondered on this question, then you're in the right place. Now, we're diving deep into the concept of whale dialects, a fascinating aspect of cetacean communication that continues to intrigue scientists and marine enthusiasts alike. The term dialect usually refers to a particular form of a language that is peculiar to a specific region or social group. But in the case of whales, we use it to describe the unique variations in the vocal patterns of different pods within the same species. Yes, you heard that right. Just like humans from different regions have distinct accents, whale pods too exhibit unique accents or dialects in their vocalizations. Several studies have observed this phenomenon, especially among orcas, also known as killer whales. Different groups of orcas, even though they belong to the same species, have been found to produce distinct vocalizations or calls that set them apart from other groups. These calls, their dialect, are not just random sounds, but are thought to carry important information, such as individual identification and group membership. What's even more fascinating is the idea that these dialects could be a form of cultural transmission among whales. This means that young whales learn their group's dialect through social learning, much like how human children learn the language of their community. This hypothesis, though still under investigation, opens up a whole new dimension to our understanding of these magnificent marine creatures. It points to the possibility that whales might have complex social structures and cultural traditions similar to human societies. Before we move on, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible complexity and diversity of whale communication. The existence of whale dialects not only underscores their remarkable acoustic abilities, but also hints at their sophisticated social structures. The idea of whale dialects gives us a whole new perspective on their communication. But what are they saying? Well, that's a question that we're still trying to decode, and we'll explore that in our next segment. So, stay tuned. If whales do have a language, what are they saying to each other? This question has puzzled marine biologists and enthusiasts for decades. When we dive into the world of whale communication, we are delving into a realm filled with complex songs and rhythmic patterns. But what could all these songs possibly mean? Many theories have been put forward to explain the purpose of these melodious utterances. Some suggest that the songs serve as a form of navigation. Just like bats use echolocation to navigate, whales may use their songs to map out their environment. By bouncing sound waves off surrounding objects and listening to the echoes, they can create a mental map of their surroundings. Another popular theory is that these songs are essentially mating calls. The male whales could be using their unique songs to attract female whales. It's a bit like a serenade under the sea, a sweet melody to win the heart of a mate. The louder and more complex the song, the more attractive the male could be to potential mates. But the meanings behind the whale songs could go even deeper. Some researchers believe that these songs could be a way for whales to express their emotions. Just like humans use words to convey our feelings, whales might use their songs to do the same. Whether it's joy, sadness, or even fear, each song could be a window into the whale's emotional state. However, it's important to remember that these are just theories. The truth is, we don't fully understand what whales are saying to each other. Their language, if it exists, remains largely a mystery to us. But that doesn't mean we should stop trying to decipher it. Every day, researchers are out there listening to the songs of these majestic creatures, trying to unravel the meanings behind their melodies. And with every discovery, we get one step closer to understanding the language of the whales. The language of whales remains largely a mystery, but every discovery brings us one step closer to understanding these majestic creatures. What if we could understand the language of whales? How would that change our relationship with these ocean giants? Imagine a world where we could comprehend the clicks, songs, and whistles of these majestic marine creatures, the whales. It's not just about understanding their language, it's about bridging the gap between human and animal intelligence, fostering a connection that goes beyond the physical realm. Imagine the potential implications of such a breakthrough. For one, it could revolutionize conservation efforts. Understanding the communication between whales could provide us with insights into their needs, their emotions, their social structures, and perhaps even their dreams. In turn, this knowledge could inform and enhance our strategies to protect them, to ensure their survival amidst the threats they face in the forms of pollution, overfishing, and climate change. But the benefits don't stop there. This understanding could also deepen our comprehension of animal intelligence as a whole. Whales, like us, have complex social structures. They mourn their dead, they teach their young, and they communicate in ways we are only beginning to understand. By cracking the code of their language, we might be able to get a glimpse into their minds, to see the world from their perspective. This could fundamentally shift our perception of animals, leading us to appreciate their intelligence and emotional depth on a new level. This isn't just about whales, it's about us too. It's about our role in the ecosystem, our responsibility as the stewards of this planet, and our capacity to empathize with and understand other species. It's about acknowledging that we are not alone in our capacity to feel, to think, to communicate. So, what if we could understand the language of whales? It's more than a fascinating question. It's a call to action, a call to curiosity, a call to compassion. It's a reminder of our interconnectedness, of the shared fabric of life that binds us all. As we stand on the brink of this exciting frontier, we are reminded of the profound connection between all living beings on our planet.